Hello friends, today I will discuss .NET Framework compilation process. In my previous video, I have already discussed .NET Framework architecture and .NET Framework version list. What is compilation process or code execution process? In simple words, the process of converting the user written code in high level language into machine code is compilation process. What does it means? The code written by the user is understandable by the user or human being, not to the machine. So the compilation process convert that code into machine understandable form or executable form. This process is done in the every language. But now we will discuss how it is happen in .NET framework. The code execution process have two stages: compiler time process and runtime process. Here is the compilation process diagram. It is done two phases. As I have told you before, one is compilation process and second is runtime process. Compiler time process. The .NET framework has one or more language compiler such as Visual Basic, C#, Visual C++, and many more. Any one of the compiler translate your source code into MSIL code. For example, if you are using the C# programming language to develop an application, when you compile the application, the C# language compiler will convert your source code into intermediate language. In short, VB.NET, C#, and other language compiler generate MSIL code. MSIL code is also known as IL code. Runtime process. The Common Language Runtime (CLR) includes a JIT compiler for converting MSIL to native code. The JIT compiler converts the MSIL code into native machine code that is then executed by the operating system. When you compile a C# application or any application written in CLS compliant language, the application is compiled into MSIL. This MSIL is then further compiled into native code when the application is executed for the first time by the CLR. Actually, only the called function are compiled the first time they are invoked. MSIL code cannot be executed directly because it's not in a machine executable format. The CLR compiles the MSIL using the just-in-time JIT compiler into native code. Let's have a look at a simple or basic program through which we can understand how the things goes on in .NET framework. As we writing the basic program into .NET framework, so we don't need to install any IDE. As you can see in root directory, I have a window folder and inside it I will get Microsoft.NET, and inside that folder called framework I have this also. Come inside. There are different version of .NET framework. I will go into version 4.0. You will find inside the folder CSC. This is C# compiler. Same as we can find here vbc.exe, that is VB compiler. Now we are ready to start a simple program. I have a simple program here which is written on Notepad. Here we are using system. It's a root directory, root class directory, and here is a class, sample class, static void main. console.writeLine. This is the text message which we can print. Let's open basic CMD command prompt. Let's move inside the folder where this file exists. Now in D drive .NET folder, this file is exist. Now first we need to set the path of that compiler. So need to type that command. Let's copy the path and press enter. We are ready to use that framework to execute my CS file. This file has been compiled and now it is converted or created a MSIL code. See there. Here is a file, cssample.exe file, that is simple MSIL code which will be used by the JIT at runtime. So how it will be used? Let's discuss this. I'm typing here cssample.exe. This is the simple command, or you can say the file name only. When we press enter, it is simply display the message. Now same thing we have to do with VB file also. Here is a VB file and the code is here for VB file. Here the syntax is different, as C# is a different language and VB is a different language, so there are some basic difference in between, which is syntax difference basically. Instead of using system, we have to use here import system. As I told you before, there are some syntax difference in this language. So instead of class we use module. Instead of static void main, we have to use here sub main. There is no termination also in VB.NET. So this is the file. Let's compile that file with the help of VB compiler. Good to go. I believe there are some problem is there. So let's have a look on that file. I believe this is the issue. Let's try again. Yeah, that is good. Now the file is compiled and converted into .exe file, vbsample.exe. Now the JIT compiler can run this file and display the output as well. This is the very same message before as we displayed for C# compiler. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much.